You're not here by accident. You're listening because something in you is ready. You've had enough of the lies, the limits, the fear. You've had enough of settling for almost, maybe, someday. Now you want change. And here's the truth. Change doesn't come when it's convenient. Change comes when it's necessary. It comes when you're tired of living beneath your potential. It comes when you finally admit, I deserve more. I was made for more. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to save you. You either rise or you stay where you are. But don't you dare tell yourself that this is all life has to offer. You've got power inside you, not the kind that makes noise, but the kind that moves mountains when you decide enough is enough. If your circle doesn't believe in you, that's fine, believe in yourself. If your past tries to remind you of who you were, reminded who you're becoming. Because you're not chasing a dream, you're chasing your destiny, and hear me, it's going to hurt. Growth is never comfortable, but neither is regret. So make your choice, fight through the pain, or stay stuck in the past. Every champion you admire, they weren't born ready. They became ready the moment they took responsibility. You're next. This is your moment. Your future starts when you stop making excuses and start making moves. Don't just hear this, feel this, don't just get inspired, get active, because change isn't about hype, it's about commitment. You're not waiting on motivation, you're waiting on a decision, and that decision is up to you. You don't get results by wishing you get them, by working. You don't get fit by thinking about it. You don't get strong by scrolling fitness videos, and you don't transform your life by simply wanting to. You have to work, you have to sweat, you have to move even when you don't feel like it. Every dream you have for your body, your health, your strength, it's possible. But let's be clear, it's not going to happen because you want it. That's where most people stop. They want the six-pack, they want the energy, they want to feel confident in their skin, but they're not willing to pay the price, and that price is called effort. Let's get real. It's easy to wish. It's easy to say, I'll start Monday, or this is my year. You can post about it, you can talk about it, but if you don't get up, lace up and grind, you're not going to get anything. Results don't respond to hope, they respond to action. The gym doesn't care how you feel. The weights don't care if you're tired. Your muscles don't grow from good intentions. They grow from resistance. From pressure, from struggle. You've got to be willing to show up when it's hard, when it's cold, when you're sore, when you're stressed, when nobody's clapping for you, when your motivation is gone and the only thing left is you versus you. That's when champions are made, not on the good days, but on the gritty ones. Understand this. Your body is a servant to your habits. It obeys your discipline. It reflects your daily choices. You cannot cheat this process. You can't skip days and expect results. There is no shortcut. There is no magic meal, no perfect program. The real secret, hard work, repeated, daily, without excuse. You want results, then ask yourself, what are you willing to give up? Late nights, junk food, excuses, because you can't have both comfort and change. You've got to pick one. Every time you show up, even when it's hard, you're building more than a body. You're building a mindset. A relentless mindset, a mindset that says, I don't negotiate with weakness. I don't make deals with laziness. I do what needs to be done, no matter how I feel. You've got to stop making room for your excuses and start making room for your growth. You're going to sweat. You're going to feel uncomfortable. But guess what? That's where change lives. That's where the transformation begins, not just in your body, but in your soul. You'll start walking taller. You'll carry yourself differently. You'll look in the mirror and not just see muscle, you'll see power, pride, purpose, not because it was handed to you, but because you earned it. Let people doubt you. Let them say it's not possible. Let them think you'll quit, but don't you ever believe it, because you weren't born to be average. You were born to be exceptional. If you've got a body, you've got a gym. Push-ups are free, running is free, discipline is free, it just costs your excuses. So wake up, move your body, stretch your limits, and when you want to quit, remember, your goals are not negotiable. Your future is not optional. You don't get results by wishing. You get results by working with fire, with purpose, and with everything you've got. No more hoping, no more waiting. Today is your day. This is your time. Discipline is stronger than motivation. Let's get one thing straight. Motivation is temporary. It's the spark. It gets you started. It makes you feel good in the moment. But you know what keeps you going when that fire dies out. Discipline, motivation might wake you up for one workout, but discipline gets you up every single day when it's cold, when it's dark, when you're tired, sore, frustrated, and no one's watching. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is decisional. You don't always feel like training. You don't always feel like eating clean. Some days, the bed feels better than the gym. That junk food smells better than your grilled chicken. And the couch, it's calling your name louder than the weights. But guess what? Winners don't wait to feel motivated. They do what needs to be done because they made a decision that says, I don't train because I feel like it. I train because I said I would. Discipline means keeping the promise you made to yourself. It means showing up when your mind tries to talk you out of it. It means having the mental toughness to say no when the world is telling you to quit. Because at the end of the day, your body doesn't care about your feelings. It responds to your habits, and habits are built on discipline. You see, motivation is like the wind, it blows in and out. You can't control it. But discipline, that's your anchor. When the storm hits, discipline keeps you grounded. And here's the hard truth. If you rely only on motivation, you will fail. Because there will be days when life punches you in the face. Days when you're mentally exhausted. Days when stress, work, family, problems, and pain all come crashing down on you. And on those days, motivation won't be enough, but discipline, that's your weapon. It's the inner voice that says, I train no matter what. I eat clean no matter what. I show up no matter what. And when you live like that, with that kind of unshakable commitment, you become dangerous. Not just in the gym, not just in your body, but in your life, because discipline in fitness becomes discipline in finances, discipline in relationships, discipline in mindset. It spreads, it multiplies. And suddenly, you're not just working out, you're taking over. You start to realize, I can do hard things. I can control my habits. I can push through pain. I can delay gratification. I can choose what's right over what's easy. That's not motivation. That's power. So how do you build discipline? You start small, but you stay consistent. You commit to showing up every day, no matter how you feel. You keep your word, especially when no one's watching. You track your habits. You stay accountable. You build momentum, because momentum is everything. Every workout you complete, every healthy meal you eat, every excuse you silence, it's another brick laid in the foundation of the strongest version of you. And one day, without even realizing it, discipline becomes your identity. You don't have to force yourself to show up. You show up because that's just who you are now. You're not driven by feelings, you're driven by standards. So next time you don't feel like it, remember, you don't need to feel it, you need to do it. You don't wait on the mood, you move with the mission. You don't get results by doing what's easy, you get results by doing what's necessary. That's discipline, and that's what separates the amateurs from the legends. The world doesn't need more motivated people. This is your moment, own it now, listen closely, because this is where everything you've heard turns into something more than just words. You've got the blueprint, you've got the knowledge, you've been reminded that excuses don't burn calories, that discipline builds champions, and that the only thing standing between you and the body you deserve Your body is waiting, your strength is waiting, your future is waiting, but it won't wait forever. So what will it be? Another day of delay, or the day you draw a line in the sand and say, no more playing small, no more skipping workouts, no more settling. This is not just about fitness. This is about proving to yourself that you finish what you start. It's about building a mindset so powerful that obstacles don't break you, they build you. You don't need perfection, you need passion. You don't need luck, you need grit. You don't need motivation every day, you need discipline that doesn't flinch. Every rep you push through, every mile you run, every time you show up when it's hard, that's you building your greatness, one brick at a time. So don't just talk about it, be about it. No more waiting, no more excuses. This is your moment, own it. It needs more disciplined warriors, people who grind with purpose, who suffer with intention, who show up relentlessly. You want a stronger body, train. You want better energy, eat right. You want more confidence, keep your promises day after day, set after set, meal after meal, not because it's easy, not because it's fun, but because you are no longer controlled by your feelings. You are led by your standards. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Cross it, one step at a time. Every single day, your body reflects your habits, not your hopes. Let's tell the truth today. Your body is not a product of your wishes. It's a product of your work. You can hope all day long to be fit, to feel better, to drop weight, to build muscle, but none of that will ever happen if your habits don't line up with your goals. Your body doesn't lie. It will reflect exactly how you live. If you eat like there's no tomorrow, skip workouts like it's a holiday, and sleep like it doesn't matter, then guess what? Your body will show it. Your energy will show it. Your confidence will show it. But the good news is this, the opposite is also true. When you eat clean, when you move your body daily, when you rest like a champion, when you hydrate, stretch, train, and stay consistent, your body begins to reward you. Because your body is always listening. It listens to what you feed it, how you treat it, how you speak to it, and how you push it. And listen, you don't get to complain about the results you didn't get from the work you didn't do. You want change, you've got to earn it. You don't rise to the level of your dreams, you fall to the level of your habits. Dreaming is easy, planning is easy, hoping is easy, but showing up every day. Drinking water instead of soda, lifting weights when you're sore, going for a run when your legs are tired, meal prepping when you're craving junk. That's hard, but hard builds heroes. No one becomes extraordinary by living easy. They become extraordinary by developing powerful, unbreakable, consistent habits. So ask yourself right now, what habits are creating you? Because your body is a reflection of what you repeatedly do, not what you occasionally attempt. Are you staying up late scrolling and skipping sleep? Or are you going to bed early and protecting your recovery? Are you grabbing fast food because it's convenient? Or are you fueling yourself like a machine on a mission? Are you saying, I'll start tomorrow, over and over, or are you starting today and refusing to stop? Because your habits speak louder than your words. They shape your discipline, your mindset, your emotions, your energy, and yes, your physique. And this isn't just about how you look. This is about how you feel. This is about how you function. This is about how you live. Strong habits make strong bodies. Strong bodies make strong minds. Strong minds change lives. And it starts with the little things: a bottle of water instead of a soda, a walk after dinner instead of a nap, a home-cooked meal instead of delivery, 10 push-ups instead of 10 excuses. These habits might seem small, but stacked together, they're unstoppable. They compound, they build momentum, they change who you are, because habits don't just change your body, they change your identity. You go from I can't to I can, from I should to I do, from maybe someday to I'm doing it now. And soon, you don't just feel better, you believe in yourself more. You stand taller, you walk prouder, you become the proof of your own discipline. So today, stop relying on luck. Stop leaning on hope. Start creating systems, build rituals, design routines, make your health non-negotiable, make your workouts sacred, make your food your fuel, make your mornings productive, make your nights restful, make every day count because your body is watching. And remember this, you don't have to be perfect, you don't have to get it all right, you just have to stay consistent, missed a workout, get back to it, ate something unhealthy, move forward, fell off track. Start again, your body isn't asking for perfection, it's asking for ownership. Take control, build habits that match your vision, because 1 year from now, your body will tell a story, and that story will say one of two things: I was built by my habits, or I was destroyed by my excuses. You decide, starting now. Your body reflects your habits, not your hopes. So go build habits worth being proud of, every single day. No one's coming to save you, show up for yourself. Let's get something straight. No one is coming to save you. Nobody is going to show up, knock on your door, hand you a meal plan, walk you to the gym, and cheer you through every rep. That's not how this works. This is not a movie. There's no hero swooping in to carry you across the finish line. You are the hero. You are the only one responsible for your health, your strength, your energy, your growth. Not your parents, not your coach, not your partner, not your friends, you. And the moment you accept that fully, completely, everything changes. Because now the power is in your hands. You don't have to wait for approval. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect timing. You just need a decision, the decision to show up for yourself every single day like your life depends on it. Because it does. Let's be real. There will be days when you don't feel like it. Days when the alarm goes off and your bed feels warmer than your goals. Days when the soreness makes you second guess everything. Days when stress eats at your willpower and convenience calls louder than commitment. But those are the days that make or break you. Anybody can train when it's easy. Anybody can meal prep when they're motivated. Anybody can show up when they feel like a beast. But what about when you feel broken? What about when the mirror shows no progress? What about when your motivation is gone, your energy is low, and your doubts are screaming? That's when you have to choose excuse or action, comfort or growth, victim or warrior. And I'll tell you this, the strongest people you admire, the ones with the discipline, the results, the mind, said they didn't get there because someone dragged them. They got there because they dragged themselves through the mud, through the pain, through the failures, through the silence when no one clapped, through the mornings when no one believed in them but them. And that's what you have to do. Show up even when nobody sees you. Push even when nobody's watching. Keep going even when nobody says, "Good job," because this is your life and your body. It's your responsibility. Your health, your responsibility, your energy, your confidence, your strength, your performance, all yours. And here's the truth. When you start showing up for yourself, when you stop expecting someone else to do it for you, that's when you tap into real power. You don't need external motivation when you've got internal fire. You don't need someone yelling in your ear when your why is loud enough. So, what is your why? Why do you want to be fit? Why do you want to be stronger? Why do you want to transform? Is it for your family, for your future, for your freedom? Lock in on that why, then remind yourself of it every time your legs want to quit, every time your mind wants to rest, every time the world gets loud and your goals start to fade. Because this journey is personal, you have to wake yourself up, push yourself forward, lift yourself up, and know it won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Because every time you show up for yourself, you prove something powerful. You can be trusted. You can trust yourself to follow through, to rise, to not fold, to not break, to do what needs to be done. And guess what happens when you build that trust? Confidence, power, momentum. You walk different. You think different. You live different. And people will ask you, "What's your secret?" And you'll smile because it wasn't a secret. It was just you doing the work when no one saw, you sweating through setbacks, you fighting through failure, You rising not because you had to, but because you chose to. So here's your reminder, no one is coming to save you. And that's okay, because you've got this. You've got the strength, you've got the fight, you've got the reason, you've got the power to save yourself. So go out there and show up like your life depends on it, because it does. Pain is temporary, but pride lasts forever. Let me speak this into your life. Pain is temporary, but pride lasts forever. That soreness in your legs, that burning in your chest after a brutal workout. That fatigue when you can barely lift your arms. That's pain, but it's not permanent. You see, pain is your body's way of screaming, I'm growing. Pain is the price tag on progress. Pain is the evidence that you're doing something most people are afraid to do change. Let's get honest, nobody likes pain. Nobody wakes up saying, I can't wait to suffer today. But those who embrace the discomfort, those who stare pain in the face and say, you're not stopping me, those are the ones who build real strength. They build grit. They build pride. Because pain doesn't stay. It passes. But what stays? The results, the discipline, the confidence, the self-respect. That stays with you. Let's take it deeper. Pride isn't about arrogance. It's not about flexing in the mirror or showing off. It's about the quiet moment when you finish your last rep, dripping sweat, heart pounding, and you know, you didn't quit, you didn't fold, you didn't let the pain break you. That's pride. It's that internal flame that says, I gave everything I had. That's what lasts forever. People will forget what you said. They'll forget what you wore. But you won't forget who you became in the gym, in the struggle, in the fight for your better self. That becomes a part of your identity. That becomes your legacy. But here's the problem. Most people never get there. Why? Because they let the pain stop them. They confuse pain with punishment. They believe discomfort means something's wrong. But in fitness and in life, discomfort is not your enemy. It's your mentor. Pain teaches you where you're weak so you can become strong. Pain teaches you what you value so you can build habits around it. Pain reveals your threshold and then dares you to cross it. So the next time your muscles are on fire, the next time you want to drop that weight, the next time your body says, I can't, talk back. Say, yes, I can. Yes, I will. And I will finish this set because the version of me I'm building is stronger than the version of me that's scared. That pride, that sense of unstoppable resilience, it doesn't come from skipping workouts or choosing comfort. It comes from standing in the fire and refusing to burn. You don't get stronger by avoiding what hurts. You get stronger by pushing through it. And on the other side of that pain is pride that no one can take from you. Listen, there's going to come a day, maybe years from now, when you look in the mirror and you'll see the body you've built, the strength you've gained, the energy you carry, the confidence you radiate. And you'll remember those days, the painful ones, the heavy ones, the lonely ones, and you'll smile because every moment of pain was worth it. Every drop of sweat, every early morning, every I can't, that you turned into I did. Because now, you're proud not just of your body, but of your story, the story of someone who didn't quit, who didn't settle, who didn't let pain be the end, the story of someone who made pain their stepping stone and built a life on it. That story, that pride, that lasts forever. So when you're tempted to stop, to skip, to slack, remember this. Pain fades, pride doesn't. Choose pride. Push one more rep. Run one more mile. Stretch one more second. Grow beyond your comfort. Build a body and a mindset that doesn't break under pressure, because that version of you, that's the real you, that's the warrior, that's the fighter, that's the legend you're becoming. And that legacy begins every time you say, this pain is temporary, but my pride is forever.